Happy Saturday, everybody.
Good morning.
You know what Saturday morning means. You got to go shopping with us.
One way or another.
I mean, that's what it's come to after 10 plus years.
Yes.
Saturday mornings. Oh, thank you. I'm already losing my shirt.
Hang on.
Woo, woo. It's just for ratings, everybody. I'm Erin. This is Becky, in case you have not yet met us from flooding your feed with our videos.
For over a decade.
Yes. Every Saturday morning we've been shopping together. And here's the twist. We've been shopping together on Saturday mornings for fashion, which is very important to us.
Yes.
We love fashion. We love the evolution, this artistry of fashion. But none of that makes sense and none of that matters unless you're healthy.
Inside out.
Yes, you got to be healthy. And so in our recent podcast episodes, our podcast is So Happy You're Here, we had Joyce Gerard on last week.
Yes.
And she talked a lot about happiness and joy, and that often comes from the inside out. We have Kathy Norton coming up next week.
You guys tune in for that one. That's a great episode.
And she is now a certified menopause coach, and she's taking the taboo out of menopause and making age way more joyful, giving you way more options.
Looking forward to the future.
Yes, and then we have a few more health and wellness experts coming up as well. So we thought this Saturday we'd talk a little health and wellness.
Yes.
And show you some of our favorite supplements that could maybe help you. So whether you want to shop along or not, we're just so happy to have you here. We love visiting. We love Saturday mornings with you. I hope you're having a good one.
We're having rain where we are. I don't mean to be a downer.
There's a window right over here. I go, I hope you're having a good one. And Becky looks out the window and immediately gets sad. Right now, we're based in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's basically like we live in Seattle or London.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Good day.
Yeah. Is that what they say?
No, that's Australia. I'm putting shrimp on the Barbie.
Don't they say Cheerio?
Cheerio.
Mind the gap.
Yes,
Mind
shout
the gap. Cheerio. What do they say in Seattle? Kurt Cobain?
Yeah.
Okay, so just so you know in advance, I do work with both of these companies.
Yes.
I consult with both of these companies, but I consult with them because I found them and went to them and said, I'd like to work with you.
Well,
that's how much I believe in these companies.
And what's happening too, what we're finding in health and wellness is a lot of these are becoming non-negotiables. So this isn't, if you're new to supplements, I was asking Erin, what do I need to have? Where do I start from kind of ground zero?
That's right.
And she's doing a little bit of a starter kit because I'm new to this too.
Okay, so let's talk about creatine first.
It's the buzz.
Okay, everybody's talking about creatine, okay? And I always associated creatine with like bodybuilders.
Totally.
Like steroids.
Literally.
I thought creatine was just for like,
And for the
I'll
thighs.
be back. I didn't know.
We're here to pump you up.
Yes. You guys, creatine is so important to the aging process.
Yeah.
It is helping with your muscles, with your skeletal build. It's helping with cognitive recall, energy, hormone balance. When you're talking healthy aging, you're talking creatine.
Yeah.
But here's the deal, just like everything else, because creatine is such a hot topic, just like we've talked about before with collagen, you can basically find it anywhere now.
Yeah.
The brand that I trust and I love is called Sunwarrior.
Okay.
And Sunwarrior has been doing a creatine for quite some time. They just introduced a creatine for her that is even better for our, DNA.
Yeah, good.
And it is a delicious, refreshing, easy drink.
Wait, I'll be the judge of that.
There's 5 calories.
I haven't tried it yet. So
I
I'm
forgot-
gonna go into it blind.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm just, you know what I mean? Because I want to be honest about my experience.
I can't find the little scoop here.
Can you just tootle
Yeah,
it in?
I can tootle it in. And I also didn't bring, excuse me while I mix my drink back here. But what have you
I feel
thought
like we're at
about,
the bar.
what have you thought about creatine before?
Well, here's what I'm reading a lot about menopause. I'm reading a lot. That's what you'll find with our conversation with Kathy. But one of the things that I'm hearing from experts is that creatine is becoming the non-negotiable in terms of aging, in terms of healthy eating, supporting your bones, supporting your body, because bone density is one of the things that we have to start worrying about as we get a little bit older. Like I've got about 10 years on Erin, so it's becoming a little more critical for me.
I didn't bring my milk frother, so I'm just stirring it with your straw.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Okay, give it a taste.
Okay,
Ready?
I'm ready. What is this flavor?
This is their raspberry elderberry lemonade.
That's exactly what it is. Raspberry lemonade, fresh, light, clean. It doesn't feel heavy. It's nice.
Right.
Yeah.
And because it's from Sunwarrior, here's the difference. They're vegan.
Oh, good.
They're all about your health, but also earth health, the environment's health. their formulas are the best in class.
Yeah.
So they don't pack it full of unnecessary additives. They don't do crazy, like one-off ingredients.
Have you seen those studies where they'll go into like a vitamin store, and if you order, let's say ashwagandha, they were testing, there wasn't any ashwagandha in it.
Yeah, because there is no regulation on that.
That's why you've got to go with a trusted brand.
That's right. So Sunwarrior started as a health and wellness company formulating the best formulas in the world. When they recognize creatine's important, then they introduce it. They don't hop on when it's trendy. And then they recognize that creatine can be even better for women when it is just for the women, to support our hormones, for healthy aging, for brain. I mean, people are using creatine for cognitive health as well,
I'll take
skeletal,
it,
muscular health.
How much did you get?
I gave you one little scoop. Are you choking on it? Or did it just go down the wrong tube? Gosh, let me give it a taste since we're friends here.
Oh, it's good. I just wanted to see what the serving is.
It's just one scoop. You just do one scoop a day.
Perfect.
One scoop a day, 5 calories. I do like to mix it and match it with my other supplements. But it's a smart way to get your creatine.
Too. Look at how darling. Do you see that little flower in the background? I love it.
So that is on Amazon. It's linked in our profile. If you want to give it a shot, if you want to try it out, I highly recommend it. Especially as we look at, like, aging is no longer a 4-letter word. Like, we should be aging and be excited for adventure and fun and travel and good laughs.
Yes.
And good fashion. And you just can't do that if you don't feel good.
No, that's it. I like this from the inside out too. That's really what I got out of the Joyce episode, right?
Yes.
We talk about makeup, we talk about fashion. Let's like really feel it.
Well, exactly. And I think sometimes, Joyce was telling us, if you listen to her episode, like choosing joy.
Yeah.
Like in the morning, if your brain is foggy, if your body doesn't feel good, if you don't have good energy, it is even more difficult to make that choice.
Yeah.
So when you give yourself healthy options, I think it's much easier, right? To make those choices. So since we're talking about overall health and wellness, I want to talk about Lion's Mane.
Okay.
Have you heard of Lion's Mane?
Do you know where I heard Lion's Mane is one of our sweet hosts at the network would use it. That was a pretty taxing job. So making sure that you were sharp, you were on your game, you had all of the internal support. So he would use that regularly.
Yeah, so this is a mushroom. It's a mushroom powder.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, Lion's Mane is a mushroom powder.
Oh, interesting.
Again, this is from Sunwarrior. And so as you research your own, you're always welcome to do your own research. You never have to just, trust us or use what we're using.
Yeah.
But in my research, the Sunwarrior formula, the Sunwarrior legacy, to me, I trust it. And it's organic, which is really important when you're looking at your produce. I mean, this is a mushroom powder. But this is all about focus, memory. It's about concentration. And that is why one of our former hosts that we used to work with, he would have a Lion's Mane tea right before he went on air to help with focus. And I remember one time I was in the host room getting ready and I was like, I can't concentrate right now. There's so much going on. I've got stuff going on at the house. I almost said SHOT. I've got stuff going on at the house with the kids. I've got a big show coming up. I've got people wanting meetings for my next show. And he handed me a Lion's Mane tea and I loved it.
Yeah.
But it was just a traditional tea bag that you had to put in hot water.
Right.
This is a supplement you could mix in your other smoothies. You could mix with other drinks.
Is this powder form?
This is powder form.
Nice.
It also could help with your mood.
Ooh.
It can also help with stress management as well. So a lot of people are turning to Lion's Mane. This is the one that I would recommend if you want to stay focused. And I think that gets more and more difficult as we get older. I mean, that's something you're going to hear Kathy Norton talk about in our next episode.
Grasping for words. What's that thing with the thing?
Yeah. Like sometimes it's the first sign of like, wait a minute, am I? Wow, I'm entering a whole new stage of life.
If anyone's been through it with mama or grandmama too, that gets real scary real quick.
Yeah.
So anything we can do to support that. Now, can I mix that? Could I do 2-in-1?
You could, whatever you feel like. Nice. I mean, I like to hide this in like a big smoothie.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I just like to hide it, but there's 0 added sugars, it's soy free, it's dairy free, there's no fillers, it's non-GMO, and that's really important. Again, whether or not you're shopping with us or elsewhere, please make sure you know what's in your supplements. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So
that's what's so nice. When you kind of find a brand that you trust, it's neat that you can kind of dabble and go into their lineup and see some other products.
Now we have to talk about protein.
Listen, this is the thing. Creatine, protein, all the stuff that was in my boys, my husband's closet, in the pantry, I thought was because they lifted.
Right.
This is for everybody for every day.
It is. And Becky and I have talked about this before. Like when we were growing up, we thought fitness and health was a fat-free Nathan, a tab, a Camel Light,
yeah, for sure,
and
a leg warmer.
Yep, and a leotard with a belt. That's what we thought health and wellness was.
But I'm going to tell you something. A leotard with a high cut and a belt. Ma'am, remember Gilad on ESPN? It was after Denise Austin.
Okay.
And he would work out. They were on like a ship. He was, I think, Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Take me back.
I think about Kelly Kapowski on Saved by the Bell.
Totally.
Here's a message that I'm sending to you. Okay, we've come a long way from there because now we know that what we thought used to be just for the boys is really for the girls too.
And not optional.
No, we need protein. We need protein as we get older.
And then you know what they say?
What?
This sounds like a lot, but it is a gram per pound.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yep. And it can be a gram per pound of your goal weight too. It doesn't have to be, if you're on a weight loss journey.
Right.
But it's way, way more than you think.
I've never had a deficit in my daily allowances. So I have always had a hard time getting protein in because, little known fact, I was vegetarian end of high school until I got pregnant.
I never knew this.
And I never wanted meat again until I got pregnant, and then I craved meat.
Yeah.
And I eat meat now. But I've always struggled getting enough protein, and protein can come from many different sources.
Right.
But especially in the summer, I think protein is so difficult because a lot of protein, it's hot, or a protein shake is thick. There's nothing wrong with them, but it's just not like thirst quenching. It doesn't scream summer. Guys, clear protein.
You turned me onto this.
Yes. I mean, okay, wait, what did you love about it?
Well, I didn't even know that it was a thing, so I thought it had to be that kind of milky, vanilla, thicker, kind of smoothie vibe. With clear and clean, you can add it to any beverage, and you, first of all, aren't even aware it's there. Does this one have a flavor?
I'm doing the mango.
Nice.
Yes, so this is, I think, the pineapple mango. So again, from Sunwarrior, clear protein. It's vegan, and that's really important that it's coming from Sunwarrior. I believe they're the only vegan clear protein on the market. There are 4 flavors. I didn't bring a proper stir, so you're gonna have a little chunk stir. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
There's 10 grams of protein in that one. Here, let me take another.
It's flavorful. It's light.
Right?
Clear,
I didn't
clean,
stir it up all the way.
Fresh.
You'll stir it up with a milk frother or with a fork or something other than a plastic straw.
Where is your frother? She has the cutest
It's
little
upstairs.
mixer.
Should I go get it?
You should link that.
Oh, I will link
You know
it.
what I mean? Because it's just such a nice, easy way. You can do it with your coffee too to make it feel a little fancier.
But this is 10 grams of protein.
So 10 right there. So think about that. Throughout the day, if you did it 3 times a day, you're getting an extra 30. That's basically a meal, right?
It is.
That's awesome.
And what I like about it too is this is protein that can travel with you.
Nice.
Think of any other protein, even your protein shakes.
We have a bag that's about this big.
Do they really travel with you? They don't travel with you. Your steak doesn't travel with you, right? Your thick, heavy shake doesn't go into the garden with you. It doesn't go for that hot walk with you.
Do this after yoga if you're going for a class.
Yes, or during yoga, because it's not just protein, it's thirst quenching, it's refreshing, it's light, it's 10 grams of vegan protein.
Fantastic.
So there's 4 flavors to choose from. We'll also link that. I think it's a really new innovation in health and wellness. My personal opinion is that Sunwarrior is doing it best because they are vegan and because they have such a legacy in formulas.
I think this is really important too. You can go to a vitamin shop and there's just too many choices. Once you find a brand, I think this is really nice. The trust level's high.
Definitely. So give that a shot. I mean, it's their mission to bring you plant-based, vegan solutions to really what your body desperately needs.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we've talked creatine, lion's mane, protein. Let's get into both protein and collagen. Okay. If you watched our former network, you've probably seen me with this bone broth.
Yeah.
Guys, it is the tastiest bone broth on the market because it already tastes like a chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
Now this one is from a company called Vitauthority, which I also work with. They are giving you pasture-raised, farm-raised chickens, gluten-free, non-GMO, dairy-free, soy-free.
Happy chickens.
1 scoop is only 60 calories, 16 grams of protein.
Think about that. Compare your calories to the amount of protein you're getting. This is the way to do it.
Yes, and it's delicious. So a lot of people, if you're looking for like weight loss or if you're looking for like a deficit of calories, guys, it's satiating, it's delicious. Oh, weird, look at the mug I have. Wake up in style. I mean, just smell it out of the gates. I gotta mix it up for you.
It feels like you're in Grandma's kitchen. It's that rich, savory. So we've done some sweet, kind of clean, fruity flavors. What's nice about this, I'll wake up in the morning and have this instead of coffee, because often what I'm reading right now is we don't need coffee straight out of the morning, maybe a little bit
Bad for
later
your
in the
tummy.
day, right? So you start with this, you get the warmth of a warm, yummy, mug, sit outside, start your day.
Well, and you can cook with it if you want to as well.
Make soup out of it. I mean, that would be
It's really, really good.
so smart.
You can add some egg noodles to it and make soup. You can cook your rice in it. You do a scoop of this with your water and your rice, and you have flavored rice. It also has collagen built in. So as we look for our bodies for more protein to stay moving, to stay healthier longer, here's your clear, refreshing, delicious drink from Sunwarrior.
Yes.
And then when you want that savory, warm, delicious, almost like feel of a meal, you have your bone broth. 60 calories, 16 grams of protein.
You guys, if we're trying to get to, let's just say you're 120 pounds, if we're trying to get to 120 grams, we just did it, what do we do?
16 times, we just did 26 in delicious drinks.
Like that. And those are things that you're going to reach for every day. So of course you're going to have still your yummy salads. You're still going to have all of your good, clean, whole foods. But this is a nice way to give you that boost.
And it's delish. It's delicious.
Yeah, everything tastes great.
I've been going back and forth. And by the way, we're sharing every cup. So if you didn't think we're a couple before, we're not actually a couple.
What did my grandma used to say? Same germs. Like
we share mics. We share the camera.
I think what doesn't kill you, I just saw a book the other day. Mary Lucia is a local DJ on one of our radio stations, and she wrote a book called What Doesn't Kill Me Makes Me Harder to Relate To, or it was like something tougher to get along with and harder to relate to.
Wait, do you want to know? The other day, one of our mutual friends said to me, she told me something in confidence,
yes.
and I was like,
did you tell me?
No. She told me, she told me in confidence. I'm like, yeah, I got that. Yeah, definitely, between you and me. And then she goes, well, I know you're going to tell Becky, because it's basically like telling your husband, and she's basically like your husband at this point.
What do you call that in legal? Like, of course, you're going to
tell.
tell. Yeah, you're going to tell your partner, of course.
Remember, if you guys have listened, did I tell this on the podcast?
I don't think so.
I haven't told this on the podcast.
Oh, when you lived with
my common law spouse.
I think we did tell that story.
I lived with a roommate, my best girlfriend Anna, from 4th grade on. We lived together for 8 years, to the point where we were legally common law spouses.
But didn't you get a document from the state?
Well, we got a document from, at the time, because it was the early 2000s, it was an organization called PFLAG.
Oh, PFLAG.
I don't know if it's still around.
I think so.
Parents and Friends of Lesbian and Gay.
Yes.
So that tells you how, I don't even...
This is 1,000 years ago, you guys.
It was early 2000s. They sent a snail mail letter to our shared apartment on our 7th year of sharing a residence. And they said, and, oh my gosh, and Anna, if you're watching, you can tell the story too. It said, we want to support you in your lifestyle. We are here to support you and raise you up. Know that you have a safe space to be proud of. And we were like, oh no, we're super, like, yes.
We agree. Yeah.
We're not a couple.
Yeah.
We're not common law spouses. Not. But when I did finally get married, well, not finally, but when I did get married and we had to separate assets, she could have sued me.
For your stuff.
Or I could have sued her. Like, we could have sued each other for property.
It is so funny to think
That's how
about.
long we lived together.
Yeah.
How did we get on that? Oh, you're basically my common law spouse now.
Yes, yes.
So anyway, our mutual friend told me something in confidence and then goes, well, you can tell Becky because she's basically like...
I love that
now.
it's just assumed.
Yeah, so I went and told her. Guys, we're not an official couple. We're just in business together.
Yes.
Yes.
No place we'd rather be.
No. Okay, before we round out this awkward conversation, last but not least, if you did shop with us on the network before, you've heard me talk about collagen burn. Guys, collagen is so important to our overall health and wellness. Collagen supports everything in your body, your ligaments, your muscles, your eyes, and collagen's everywhere.
Yeah.
So you're going to find collagens that have 1, 2, 3 forms. Collagen Burn by Vitauthority has all 5 forms. So that's your complete deck of collagen.
Mm-hmm.
Different collagens support different things. So if you only have collagen 1 and 2, you're missing out on 3, 4, 5.
And what's the extra added that collagen burn has?
Well, on top of all 5 forms of collagen, they also add hyaluronic acid and vitamin C that you ingest.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, great hydration from the inside out, but also immune support from the inside out. And then they have metabolism support.
Let's go.
So they have grains of paradise, ashwagandha that comes together in a proprietary blend that keeps your metabolism burning.
Nice.
That's the burn part. And then they have an ingredient in here that's scientifically shown to reduce your dimples, lumps, and bumps.
This is my favorite word.
To smooth out
Ooh.
the body. So it's a collagen unlike any other. There's great flavors to choose from. It's a scoop a day. One scoop is 30 calories, 7 grams of protein, and then all of that great collagen,
Just
amino
added
acid
benefits.
deck. I'm just a big believer in this. Even if you're not worried about your vanity, we hear so many people who go on Collagen Burn and their knees feel better,
Yes.
their hands feel better. So to me, I think Collagen Burn, like I will mix it with my creatine, I will mix it with my clear protein and do like a 1-2 shot.
Is this one just a clean? This one doesn't
Oh,
have
yeah.
a flavor?
No, this one you can do it flavorless.
Okay.
You can do, I'm gonna give you the strawberry lemonade real quick. I think you've tried it before, but
Let's see.
I'll give you the strawberry lemonade.
Okay.
Oh, okay. They have, I don't actually know what Amazon has available, but overall, because you could also go to Vitauthority and look for it, they have strawberry lemonade, tropical punch, they have
Do
a
you have a
chocolate.
favorite?
I love the strawberry lemonade, but they do have a chocolate.
Ooh.
It's a little more calories by design.
But think about that post-workout. You want to have a little bit more. They're saying carb-free is not the way to go after workout.
I'll put this in here. Now we're Lady and the Tramp,
Mm-hmm. That's good.
right?
Lemony, fresh.
So if you did want to take a Collagen Burn unflavored and then mix it with your protein, mix it with your creatine, you could get it all done in one drink.
I might do that. I might do a couple flavor, a couple unflavored, just so you
Mhm.
can get more power, more
Yeah.
bang for your buck.
And listen, if you're like, no thanks, that's fine. We just love hanging out with you on Saturday mornings as well. But we do think we love all of you so much and we've loved shopping with you for so long. And especially as we age along with you, we want to age with adventure and
Yes.
fun
Energy.
and laughs, lots of laughs. And if you don't feel good, it gets really difficult to do that.
It is.
So that's why we wanted to kind of take a time out this week from fashion and just talk about some of our favorite supplements that help us feel better,
Yeah.
help me feel better.
Ones we trust.
We will link them all on the Amazon, our Amazon affiliate link. Of course, we're affiliated with them. I do work with both Sunwarrior and Vitauthority behind the scenes. So if you want to go directly to their websites, I will also link those so you can see everything they have to offer. But listen, cheers to your health.
Cheers to yours.
Cheers to all these straws.
Happy you're here. I think this one's mine. Love you, girls. Have a good weekend.
We're so happy you're here. Have a wonderful Saturday. Stay tuned for So Happy You're Here on Wednesday with Kathy Norton.
Great episode.
More guests coming up, more fun laughs, and more time together. Love you guys.